Well, I have the privilege to tell
My
you that
bad.
we are recording. Oh, and Dave is back,
Because I'm talking to him this weekend actually.
and Dave is gone.
Because
Wait,
Oh,
are you
okay.
there, Dave?
he said
Okay.
he wants someone to step up for Wrestle Act Video. I'm like, dude, I can handle tech. I can handle like all techs, most of it really. Like it's not difficult. Don't fucking need Anchor. It's gonna on my skin.
We need to. I need to actually start using Buffer so I can start scheduling tweets and shit like Martin does.
Yeah, I gotta start doing that too. Well, actually, one thing I don't know if Anchor can do this. One thing it would be helpful with if we can have like the main feed of all the shows and each show have its individual feed with it.
Do
That
you
would
think
be
that's possible?
it is. It needs to come from one place. Like I'm trying to have Nash's brothers figure that out with the website for
Yeah.
ambiguous. In theory, it's possible.
His real brothers or like the Tep guys?
His real brothers. In
Nah.
in in theory, it's possible. It's just a matter of actually doing it and getting the right coding and figuring it out. If Anchor can do that, I'm 100% on board because that's super important for growth. Like we have
Yo,
SoundCloud good, but we want individual feeds everywhere as well as a whole network feed.
Yeah, that'd be just like us separately and then us together.
Yes, and it still works for parts of the whole. Because you'd be like, listen, we have 500 downloads on this one episode across 8 platforms, including the not including the main feed, which has an additional 1,000.
Yeah, something like that. And like, it's not like we're just promoting ourselves on all of our shows. We're promoting everybody
Right.
else.
You're promoting everyone else. Like you're just if there's a strong you are as an individual, the strong you are as a whole.
Yeah.
All right, I'm all
yo,
rattled.
Will, did you hear what
Are
happened
you better?
to Ben?
Hernandez?
Yeah,
No, what happened to Ben?
he got arrested.
Doing what? Dealing?
Apparently possession. His bail was $5,000.
Possession of what? Narcs?
And what Fry told me he thinks it was cocaine. I don't know, but I gave like $300 towards the bail money, and he's gonna be paying people back. But yeah, I have no idea. Like I was gonna go to the uh poker thing on Sunday, but my work was backed up, and then like the next day I get the text that you know it happened. And dude, like I've been arrested for cocaine possession twice. My bail the first time was 1,000. My bail the second time they didn't give me bail. They released me to my own recognizance. So for them to put his, which I'm assuming his first strike at 5,000,
He
I'm
had a
not.
lot of he had a lot of weight on him.
Yeah, I'm assuming that he might get hit with the intent to sell as well. But
He definitely got caught with a lot of weight on him.
yeah, no, it's rough. But and by the way, I'm still planning on coming to your place on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it for whatchamacallit, the pre-show, because on Saturday after work I'm going home to give my tax stuff to my dad, and I'll
Oh, I'm
probably
not here this. I'm not here this weekend.
Oh, you're not here this weekend?
I,
Okay.
I was like, wait a minute, what the hell is this Sunday? I remember, oh, it's Elimination Chamber. No, I'm coming back, sometime on Sunday evening.
So wait, are
I'm
you
not gonna
Where
not?
be
are
here.
you going?
I'm actually heading up to Long Island.
For Tep stuff?
Yeah, just coming to visit. My birthday's this weekend, so I'm coming.
Yo,
Yeah,
word.
there's also a thing called Will's birthday.
Dude, you didn't tell me that. What are you planning to do for your birthday?
Going to parlay.
Uh,
Wait,
oh,
really?
that's official.
Yeah, no, I'm talking to Tom. It's $35 a head for open bar. So I was like, okay,
Which
Yeah,
day
for
are
three
you doing
hours.
that?
Friday or
Saturday, right?
Saturday. I'm not Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure yet.
I would
Yo,
say do Saturday.
because I'm gonna be chilling with .com on Friday.
.com's coming. Waldo's in town. It's gonna be swell.
Fuck, Waldo's here.
Yeah, Waldo's in town.
Shit.
Yep.
So I'm
I told Roman. I told Manny.
Tommy.
Yo, if I moved my stuff to like just going down and coming back on Sunday or coming back Monday, could I come out for your birthday?
I mean, aren't you recovering?
Dude, I can drink. It's cocaine.
Oh, okay. I have no comments on that one. Sure.
I mean, if you'd prefer me not to, just say
Well,
it. But
no, but I've seen you alcohol. Um, yeah, I mean, if you want to, if you think you can handle it, sure.
Can't you handle it? Can you handle it? Can you? Sorry, it's a good song.
What happened to fucking Mustafa?
Randy Orton.
concussion.
Oh, he has a concussion. That sucks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was gonna do. Whose music was I gonna do?
It
Fuck,
has
oh
to be
no,
the New Day.
it's Go Home Show.
I know.
No,
I was
do
gonna do. I was gonna do the revival,
no,
but
do
Dave's right. I have to do a New Day.
no, do Kofi's original theme, the SOS.
Okay. Okay. I was thinking that too.
Oh, the Jamaican theme
Yeah,
before he lost his accent.
exactly. Before we all realized he was from Boston.
Triple H calling it out on fucking television everywhere.
Got it. All right. YouTube channel.
This is 135, right?
Yes, sir.
Jeez,
All right, here,
we're
1 minute.
racking up the episodes this year.
Well,
Sick
we haven't
fuck.
missed one.
That's true.
We haven't missed one. We missed one.
We're gonna get to 200 by like 2020.
Another 70, 65. Yeah, another
Yeah.
year. Another year. Year and change.
No, we'll get it like right before Mania in 2020.
Something like that.
Dude, I'm so banking it to be on Las Vegas. You have no idea.
What's
Wait,
up?
what?
I'm so banking on Westmania to be in Las Vegas next year.
It's
Yeah.
I think it might be in Miami next year.
For 2020, it could
Or it could
could go
even
to
be in
Vegas.
Minnesota.
Minnesota would be alright, but 2020 could go to Vegas. Don't forget that new Raiders Stadium is opening up
Yep,
in 2020 as well.
that's literally
That's
my
why.
only hope. And like I have no idea, but my heart is praying for Las Vegas because I've never been to Vegas, and WrestleMania Vegas would be fucking outstanding.
Vegas
is
is
nuts, dude.
amazing.
I'd probably end
Vegas
up,
is
honestly, I'd end up getting married somehow.
Yeah, you would. You'd redo the Triple H and Stephanie marriage.
oh my god. No, I've been to Vegas twice. I went once for a bachelor party and then once just chilling. And I'm gonna be going for Double or Nothing and Starcast. So
I haven't gone as an adult yet. I need to go as like an actual full-fledged adult.
the first time I went was the summer after I turned 21.
That's nuts, dude.
Yo, dude, it was the best. But like, we gambled. We saw a fucking Cirque du Soleil show.
There's a lot of great shit out there too. There's like
Yeah.
Madame Tussauds Wax Museum is out there, which is a great time.
Dude, there's literally so much to do, and then the strip is open container, so you can drink walking up
That's
and down the
true.
strip.
Oh, it's like instead of the bayou, it's just New Orleans in a desert.
Yeah, except you don't want to be outside during the day in Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
With bright lights.
Yeah, no, you go out during the nighttime in Vegas. Trust me.
So what do you
Dude.
do during the day?
You
Gamble
stay the
or
fucking
sleep.
side. Yeah.
You gamble and you go to sleep.
Well, put it this way. You know how black I am, like my skin complexion, right?
Yeah.
See, Vegas is the only place in the only time and only place that I've ever been sunburnt.
Oh, go. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Jesus, I didn't know
Yo,
that was
Will-
possible.
Will,
Yeah,
so you're
yeah,
gonna have
it's
to wear
very
that
rare.
SPF 150 stuff for the day, man.
Maybe. Probably.
And also, don't forget, well, it's dry heat because you're not by any body of water.
yeah.
So the wind
It's
blows
all
hot air.
desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
beautiful,
wind
but
blows
it's god
hot.
awful.
Go fuck itself.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
beautiful, but like it feels god awful.
Yeah.
Like
to
obviously
get
you'll see
used
the
to it.
Bellagio fountains. You maybe like do the drop thing by the stratosphere. But yo, during the day it's rough. And
It's hot,
imagine
dude.
like when I went for the bachelor parties, I spent a whole night at Sapphires, and then I had to walk back from Sapphires Gentlemen's Club to
That
my
sucks.
hotel.
That sucks, dude.
Yo, it's the grimiest walk. It's literally like walking through Hempstead on top of Jamaica. It's just bad.
Jamaica's scary.
Not really.
Like the country Jamaica.
Oh, no, not really. Just got to know where to go and not go.
You know, yeah, I get that. It's a license plate with the red sticker on it. That's what I remember. Those are the real ones. All right. I am recording.
Me too.
Copy.
3, 2, 1. All right. Yeah, yeah.
I really wish I could hear this right now.
I don't even know what he's saying.
Wow, that was horrible.
That was terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to the 135th episode of the Kings of the Rings podcast. Let's go home to WrestleMania. I mean, Elimination Chamber.
Close.
This shouldn't exist, first of all. Actually, yes, it should. Fastlane shouldn't exist. But
this is a slow lane to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This is a slow burn, but Kofi Kingston had one hell of a week this week. We'll get into all that and more on the Kings of Rings podcast, which of course you listen to, not now, but right now. KOTR_podcast, anywhere and everywhere podcasts can be found. Bandwidth.com, the most important one. Check out everything else on the Glorious Network. You can find us on SoundCloud, YouTube, Patreon. $1 gets you early access to everything. $2 gets you content. $5 gets you everything under the Vegas sun.
There you go.
Thomas, ARASHUKWILL in front. Dave, how much?
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dusty Dave, the dustiest man in the game, the man of 1,000 gimmicks. You can find me on Facebook, David Malkwich, MALKIEWICH. On Twitter, KOTR_Dusty Dave. And by the way, thank you. I just passed 800 followers. I'm at 807. So thank you. You can find me on Snapchat, OZTEP, and Instagram, OZTEP08. And what a good week of wrestling, not just inside the WWE ring, surprisingly, but outside. And I will get into that later. But where would I be without Universal Royalty? Oh, Captain, my Captain. How are you, King?
I'm doing all right. You know, for a second, Dave, I thought you were actually going to forget your social media. Like, I thought you were going to forget your own social media.
No, it's just, I usually do Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. This time I switched Snapchat and Instagram. So I had to do like a double take before I scrubbed it. But that's neither here nor there. That's the one for the show.
Oh, that was so easy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is King Ricky Rose of the Kings of the Rings podcast, your social media ambassador of KOTR_podcast across all social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We blew up. We're halfway to 1,700 followers on Twitter, and I'm very, very happy about that. But you can find me personally on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, some people's DMs, less people's text messages, at Ambassador Biggs, BIGZ, Ambassador Biggs. It is the Elimination Chamber Go Home show. And usually during go home weeks, they kind of WWE kind of just fans it in, for lack of a better word. But this week has been rather exciting for good and bad reasons.
I see what you meant with like the way they normally do go homes. However, if it wasn't for SmackDown, I would actually think WWE forgot that Elimination Chamber was this weekend because legitimately they're setting up everything after Elimination Chamber. It's just like, oh, let's throw Sasha's injury angle in there. But I don't know, like I think having Chamber and Fastlane before Mania has always been a little bit of a clusterfuck, but
yeah. It should be, in my opinion, since we're talking about the pay-per-views before Mania, it should be at maximum one pay-per-view in between that 3-month span between Rumble and Mania, because your objective at this time of the year is to build WrestleMania to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I think doing these mini feuds and these mini offset pay-per-views is a little too much. I think you stick to one and you let that and you have that pay-per-view build to the biggest show of the year. And I think Elimination Chamber should be that pay-per-view.
Well, we will get into that said pay-per-view right when we get back. Don't go anywhere, Kings of the Rings motherfucking podcast.
Language.
Yeah, right? Jesus, Dave, how do you sleep with all those like dolls staring at you?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
As your wallpaper.
Okay, you got you.
Look, let the patrons check this shit out. Dude,
that's all my Funko Pops, and there's
that's like one class at Hofstra worth of Funko Pops.
Not even.
No.
Maybe.
It's 3 with some of the collectors I have.
That's gross, dude. Do you ever like wake up in the middle of the night and like have a nightmare and like knock them all over?
No.
but staring at me.
When I took in the bunny, I had to move one of my smaller shelves downstairs that have another like 50 on it. So this isn't even all of them.
Do you talk to them?
No, they talk to me and they understand.
Oh, it's terrifying. All right, let's bring it back.
Kyrie just came today.
I was just like, who the fuck is Kyrie? I was like, oh. Very nice.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts. I was like, oh, it looks just like her. Thinking it was Kyrie C.
That's why I thought the same thing. I was like, wow, that's like a really good picture of Kyrie.
Yo, monstering Sora, dude.
Dave, I've come to the realization the second game's better. I'm like, I just finished Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm like, there is no Final Fantasy characters, and just the second game's better. I'm a little upset.
Ooh. Harsh words.
If I borrowed the games that you lent me as long as I could, like you wouldn't have them for a year and a half. So I'm gonna give them back to you and just get my own because I like need to play them through. And by the way, still haven't opened WWE 2K19.
Dave, what the fuck, dude? It's like the best video game ever. Best video game ever.
I know, and like I'm friends on the PS4 with Wade, and like I've been telling him that we're gonna play together, and I just. Kingdom Hearts, bro.
Yeah, get on 2K. 2K is great. All the expansions came out, so now you have like a jacked up roster. Like Ricochet's in the game.
I know. I literally considered opening it just so I could play as Ricochet, especially the fact that we're seeing him in a little less than a month. No, little
and
more
you have
than a month.
And you have the Flair Funko.
Yeah, I do. I might try and get that bitch signed at Starcast.
And you can meet Flair.
Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into Elimination Chamber, let's just kind of talk about Becky Lynch because she's not on the card because she's
you wanted to go there. You wanted to go there, didn't you?
I did want to go there.
I know.
I mean, there's no point in bragging about being right because this was kind of foreshadowed and foreseen for months. So.
I don't think it was foreseen from. I mean, put it this way:
as soon as Ronda pushed them both over the ladder, we knew.
Oh, that. Well, okay, you could have gone. You could have gone that way. I have a big gripe with this build.
Yeah, no, I liked it last week. This week, I'm a little like, really.
It went sour really quickly, and I get that's what they want us to feel.
It's putting all the heat on Charlotte, which what they needed to do.
You could have done it in a better way.
Yeah, how could they have done it? I don't know. That's not my job, but they could have.
I have some gripes with it too, and I'm worried that come Mania we're gonna get a triple threat McMahon in every corner.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because as of right now, Linda McMahon doesn't exist in the WWE universe because she's part of Trump's cabinet. But it's rough, and I mean.
No,
like,
that's what it's leading to.
Like I understand that this is being done to take the heat off of Ronda and put it all on Charlotte. And yes, we as the fans know that Becky's gonna finagle her way into the match. But like some people on Twitter said it best, I have room in my heart to boo more than one person, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're going to be there live. I will be screaming Becky at the top of my lungs, and I will be saying the most uncivilized stuff towards Ronda and Charlotte. Like, so I I'm not on board with it, but WWE knows that Becky's right now the face. We know that she's gonna get into the match, but like
Now she wins. Now she wins. This kind of was okay. Okay, Becky's gonna get in. She's gonna win. She's gonna hold that belt up, and the three women are gonna do like because it's gonna go on last. I hope and
You
pray
almost
it's not a
solidified that's
McMahon.
going on last.
Yeah, and it's gonna be Becky holding up the title. Honestly, I think all three of them are gonna hold up like
Ew.
arms up.
Yeah.
Which
well,
boo. But women main eventing WrestleMania for the first time, like it kind of has to. They all three of them deserve that moment.
I don't think Charlotte deserves that moment after this past year.
But also, like, I'm still stuck on, mind you, I'm a big Asuka fan. However, nobody's a bigger Asuka fan than Cody Repass.
That's true. Shout out to Repass.
Shout out to Repass. He's met her twice. He's going to be getting an Infinity Gauntlet set of tattoos on his hand of Asuka masks.
Which is nuts, by the way.
They're the most awesome things ever. But I looked at the roster of SmackDown's women as of right now. Not to take anything away from their accomplishments, but I don't think there is a viable contender on it. Now, we could potentially see either a Kairi Sane, Io Shirai type of a deal, bro. But I'm not sure if there's enough time for both, maybe one. But in the same respect, the main roster, their only experience, like the main roster crowd with those two, is Evolution.
Yeah.
And they both lost. So I'm really worried. And then for the past 2 weeks, Asuka's been nowhere to be found, but they had a debut package. That's why I'm calling it, because honestly, it was a perfect debut package, but she's been here.
It's a good package. Like, they did the same thing for Seth too.
Yeah. So like,
Seth was injured.
So basically, in doing this mega match for the Raw Women's Championship, which obviously Raw's belts are considered more important than SmackDown's Universal title, IC, Women's versus the WWE US SmackDown Women's. Then you have the tag. Like, it's making it seem that the SmackDown Women's match is going to be a cool down match, which it can't be.
It might as well be on the fucking pre-show. And this is why I've been saying for weeks, guys, no matter what happens, Asuka loses, which is why I think it would have been a good idea to do the unification.
Or just have Charlotte against Asuka too.
Yeah, I mean, like the more time goes by, Ricky, I would have bought it. I would have bought into it, and I probably would have been okay with it. But if Ronda beat Charlotte clean at Survivor Series, yes. But with now all the storytelling they've done, they can't go back. They've gone too far.
They didn't care about the story that they've told already. Because here's the new story now: the McMahons are in charge of the women's revolution, and the McMahons decide what's going on. That's the story they're telling. Who gives a damn what Charlotte did to Becky, what Becky did to Charlotte, what Ronda did to Becky and Charlotte? That's not the story anymore. The story is, you do what I say because I'm a McMahon, and you get what you want. And if you screw me over, I'm just going to screw you one right back. The whole notion in, well, when you're in business, you're told to never make an emotional decision.
Mm-hmm.
And what did Vince do? Vince got pissed and this is kayfabe. Kayfabe Vince, Mr. McMahon, got pissed because he on the false notion that he thinks that Becky is bigger than the WWE, which everybody knows she's not. And Vince said it pretty much clearly. You're not the one who makes the decisions. I make the decisions. You're not the man. I'm the man. And what I say goes. So Vince is pretty much saying, screw everybody. This is what I wanted as a main event anyways, and this is going to happen no matter what anybody says. It's an old man Vince move.
It's even going further than that, because Stephanie and Triple H were on board with the apology. Suspension was lifted. She got the match back.
Yep.
So it's now, it really seems like it's setting up the triple threat McMahon in every corner.
That's exactly what it is.
At which point,
God, I hope not.
You're putting Vince with Charlotte, Steph with
Rousey.
I would say Steph with Becky, Triple H with Ronda. Steph tries to screw Becky. It doesn't work. Becky still wins. That sets up the feud moving between WrestleMania to a potential Stephanie versus Becky Lynch at SummerSlam.
That ruins the main event if the McMahons get involved in every corner. That
The
ruins
McMahons
it.
are already involved. The main event is already ruined.
Yeah, they don't need to be. The McMahons don't need to be involved. Just let them fight. Let the three of them fight for who's the best. Let Sharp be the heel. Like the McMahons can be in there, in and out, but they don't. I highly doubt they're gonna be involved in the actual match.
That's the problem with quote unquote all the McMahons running both shows. They can do literally whatever they want without them being checked by anybody. It's what's been happening.
They've always been able to do that.
Yeah, but now it's
That's
showing on. Huh?
Unless Austin was there.
Yeah, but now it's showing up on screen. Like you had an organic main event in Becky and Ronda.
Almost the most organic in ages.
It built itself, and the most iconic WrestleMania matches, besides a couple of ladder matches and TLC 2, have always been one-on-one. Charlotte, for all of her greatness, has not done much of anything since WrestleMania last year. She got the iconic win against Asuka. She beat the streak. She won the triple threat at SummerSlam. After she beat the streak, she beat the streak. 2 nights later, she lost to Carmella during a cash-in. She got her title back at SummerSlam. Becky turned heel, and then Becky immediately won the title, a month or so later?
2 months later, yeah.
Not even. Because Becky defended at Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And then what has Charlotte done after that? She's going to be in that upper mid card thing, but she hasn't been the story of this whole year. Carmella took that away from her, and then Becky took that away from her at SummerSlam.
And now we have annoying entitled bitch Charlotte. So,
which I don't know. Her promo on Tuesday didn't grab me.
Dude,
I liked it. I thought it was great.
Her upper teeth look fake, and she got her mole removed. So
I think her whole body's fake at this point.
No, there's a good amount of it. As ironically, the Queen. Hold on, I got a story real quick, Dave. Sorry, I got a Snapchat from the Queen on Tuesday, and it's a picture of Charlotte, and she goes, "The real reason Charlotte got into the main event." She circles her tits.
All right, let's skedaddle over to the actual card, the Elimination Chamber card.
Let's do that. All right, yeah. So again, folks, every 3 weeks now until leading up to Mania, we have to do a scorecard.
Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks. It's 3 to 4 weeks.
I need to start drinking on the show
all right,
again.
So again, we're sponsored. This is sponsored by Pete.
Will, you're drinking?
Right.
Is that how much you hate this build?
Again, this is sponsored by PW Scorecards. PW Scorecards.
Love it when Ricky freezes.
Anywho, folks, all right, so let's get this shit going. So we have the cruiserweights again.
Oh, they're still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cruiserweights
is it a five? Is it a 5-way now? I mean, what is it?
No, it's not a 5-way. It's 1-on-1. Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa.
Cool.
I mean, put it this way: Buddy Murphy has been putting up. Buddy Murphy's great.
Yeah, he puts on good
shows.
He puts on good matches nobody watches.
I don't know, that Royal Rumble pre-show 5-way was unbelievable.
Yo, that match was bangerang.
Yeah, I hope it's not pre-show because I'm looking at this Elimination Chamber card. There's really not that many matches, so I hope they get the main roster, or the main show, the main card.
Put them in between chambers.
But who knows? But what's up?
Put them in between chambers.
Say cruise. Yeah, that's fine. I would have loved to have seen a cruiserweight Elimination Chamber. That would have been dope.
That would have been cool.
But here's the big thing: does Buddy Murphy continue his cruiserweight championship, or does Akira Tozawa cruiserweight champion?
Seeing as I forgot Tozawa's on the roster, I'm gonna go with Buddy Murphy.
I mean, I think we're getting closer to Buddy Murphy losing it, but I don't think Tozawa was the face to do it. I don't know. Like, because it seems like we're getting Mustafa Ali permanently on SmackDown Live. I honestly thought Mustafa Ali was gonna have a run with that. I'm not sure if Cedric Alexander. They could always do a heel versus heel because maybe Leo Rush, but there's also the whole thing with Drake Maverick saying that there's all all these new faces coming. So who knows? Maybe Fastlane pre-show we get Humberto Carrillo.
Humberto's dope.
Yo, he's phenomenal. And by the way, if you guys didn't know, he has two dimples. The commentators made it a point to point out that he has two dimples. So what I'm getting at, I don't think Tozawa's the face that takes the belt off of Buddy Murphy, but I don't think he holds it to Mania.
I think at this point, Buddy Murphy deserves to hold it to Mania. In my opinion. He's done so well with so far, might as well just let him keep going.
Will doesn't
Cool.
care about the cruiserweights.
Yeah, no.
I know. Will doesn't give a shit. You should, though. The Cruiserweights put on, like I said, phenomenal matches.
Yeah, they're great
all the
matches
time. All right,
nobody
so
watches.
Because they were never really integrated into the main roster storylines like they should have been.
They tried, but they failed.
Because they put them on Raw,
Yeah,
which is too crowded.
which is 3 hours. There's a perfect place for them.
It was crowded, and they rushed their match.
It's too crowded for 3 hours. That shows how good Raw's been.
Well, the problem is that one, they're not letting them do what they can actually do.
At the time, they were. Now they are.
Yeah, because they have their own little niche. But one, it's too late, and two,
Well, no, Triple H
everything.
took over. That's why.
Well, that and two, everything they can do, everyone else can do. Finn Balor
No,
can do
I
everything a
don't-
cruiserweight can do. Seth Rollins
I
can do everything Finn Balor, everything a cruiserweight can do. They all can do it.
I don't
Samoa
believe
Joe
I've
can
never-
do it.
No, he can't. Have you ever seen somebody do a freaking like? What is? I don't even know what to call it. Like a turn. I've never seen Finn Balor do like a freaking spin around like Braun Strowman and then DDT him.
I'm sure he can do it.
He can.
Tilt-a-Whirl DDT.
Yeah.
Or on the Cruiserweight Classic, you never see Brian Kendrick doing the Burning Hammer anymore.
Exactly.
But I still think they're not being allowed to go their full speed, which is already putting them at a step below comparative divisions, i.e. the junior heavyweight division in New Japan. But there still are the rumors that Kushida is most likely coming to WWE, especially with the idea that they might announce NXT Japan, and Kushida might be the Pete Dunne to NXT Japan.
Dear Lord, more wrestling.
Well, NJPW is invading the UK soon too.
Yeah, NJPW has a couple shows there in the UK next year.
Yeah, so it's a war. It's literally a global war between WWE and New Japan at this point in time.
It's actually World War III.
Clever boy.
All right, so let's move along because we can talk about the cruiserweights for not 2 minutes and 5 seconds. So next match on the card, which is guaranteed.
Done that.
Yeah, right.
Damn it! Roll it back.
Too late. Next match is the tag team championships from SmackDown Live. The best tag team in the world, McMiz versus the Usos. And I will say, what a promo.
McMiz TV was pretty fucking awesome. The Usos just kind of flipped the script that was written for them, and they kind of just spoke from the heart, and they kind of mentioned that they showered together.
I love just how organic that was. You could tell the Usos, they want it. And even I'm surprised that Shane and The Miz had as much cohesion actually hosting the show together. But
Well, that Toledo cheap pops are hysterical.
Oh my God.
Favorite minor league baseball team was it the Blue Hens?
I don't know.
My favorite was the Usos playing the twin game, everything right. Shane and Miz doing it with Miz whispering. But with regards to the match itself, I know the end game of the best tag team in the world is leading to Miz versus Shane at Mania. But I don't think they drop the titles yet because that will leave too much time for them, almost too much time for this feud to build. So I think they defend just barely, and then the weeks leading up to Fastlane, they start showing some, not being on the same page, and then at Fastlane they lose it. Uh, insert tag team here.
Yeah.
Sanity.
Speaking of, where is Sanity?
Because
Killian
Sanity,
Dane, you tell me, because you're the one
Killian
who's
Dane
talking
married
shit.
Killian Dane married Nikki Cross. Let him live.
And
Fucker.
then
Yeah,
they
right.
went off TV.
Yeah. But I could see Sanity making the best tag team in the world go insane, which would be a great, little random thing put in there.
Or who knows? Maybe we get Bludgeon Brothers 2.0 as Daniel Bryan's Planeteers.
Please, no. It's not Daniel Bryan's Planeteers.
I want to see corporate Luke Harper.
Oh my god. Clean shaven.
I think we got a title for a show.
Corporate Luke Harper. No, I want him. I want him with like his beard's like on a braid.
Oh, like the dude in UFC.
Yeah, like he has two rubber bands like on each side of the beard, so kind of points out, and like he's in a ponytail, like a Roman Reigns ponytail. Looks
Nice.
like Lou Albano and Roman Reigns
bun?
had a baby. Yeah, man bun, the manny tail.
Yeah. Oh god, that would be horrible. But I do love the Usos promo here. I really liked how one of the Usos took the mic and literally like threw it out of Shane's. Threw it out of the ring.
Dude, Shane got super kicked and he still held on to it. Miz can't even hold it with the slap. Like, I'm still surprised that Miz and Shane were made tag team champions.
I'm surprised it works.
Now it does. Yeah.
I am too. It shouldn't, but I still want them to release those McMiz shirts on fucking WWE Shop.
No, because the second they release them, that's when the heel turn's gonna happen.
Yo, that's why I want it, because I want my Y2AJ equivalent.
I do want a Y2AJ shirt, actually.
I have a feeling that the split might not happen for a while. I think they just got over more than they expected, but they might hold the belts until Mania, and the turn might happen afterwards.
The turn could happen at Mania.
Or it could happen at Mania, because why the fuck not, honestly, at this point?
Yeah.
John Cena.
Nah, fuck that.
John Cena partners with his hat, and they win.
All right, moving along, not to John Cena, but to the Intercontinental Championship match. Bobby Lashley and obviously Lio Rush, the man of the hour, versus Finn Balor. This is a handicap match.
For the Intercontinental Championship.
For the IC title. So if Finn pins either Lio or Bobby Lashley, then Finn wins the IC.
This is fucking stupid.
Are they just stacking up the odds against Finn so he gets a crazy win potentially at Mania, or do they put the title on Finn now?
I think that IC title spot is being held for Kevin Owens.
Oh, the greatest bowler of all time?
Yeah, the greatest bowler of all time.
Because
Bobby Lashley took him out in a month.
This is true.
But I still think Finn could face off the Undertaker.
Or you can also get Finn KO. Finn beats Lashley. Finn beats Lashley, and then you have KO versus Finn. You do a little NXT takeover
revival.
Yep.
I mean, now that would put me on a 3/4 chub. I'm not gonna lie. that would be pretty solid. Pardon the pun.
Yeah. I don't even think you need a stipulation for that match. Just have them go.
Yeah, right. Just no story. It's kind of like a
I mean,
or they
wrestling match.
Well, knowing Finn, especially knowing Kevin Owens, with how big of historians they are, I would love for them to just do an IC title ladder match at Mania, 1-on-1.
One red ladder.
Yeah, one ladder. Yeah, just
red ladder.
Red and gold ladder. Let's keep it with the color scheme for Mania.
Yeah, just no, but literally just do a ladder match with one ladder, just like kick it back to the old school ladder match from Mania 10. I bet you Kevin Owens and Finn Balor could pull it off.
Yeah, totally, 100%. But fuck Bobby Lashley, fuck Lio Rush, fuck this belt, fuck this match.
I
I
like
might
this
skip
new
this
Bobby
pay-per-view, I'm
Lashley.
not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna skip it. I like because someone's got to live stream the show. Um, but I like Lashley's character because Lio Rush can just speak for him, and it makes Lashley that much better.
Yeah.
What's more annoying, Lio Rush chanting Lashley or Charlotte chanting Becky?
Charlotte chanting Becky.
Charlotte chanting Becky, because
It just sounds bad.
yeah, it does.
Yeah,
But
I can tolerate Leo chanting Bobby because I think it's really funny.
it just sounds like he literally swallowed a frog. It sounds like he literally has a frog in his throat.
Yeah.
So
did you know Leo Rush has a son, by the way?
He just got
does?
married a couple months ago.
He got married and he has a son. He posted on Twitter today, but he's like, "Oh, surprised my oldest son today at school."
His oldest son. I mean, he has two
my
kids.
oldest, that means he has multiple.
Yeah, he has multiple kids. Who knows? And apparently, the rumor is on his wedding day, he got married in Vegas to some really hot ass chick. But he ran into D'Lo Brown on his wedding day.
That's hilarious. It's like, yo, I can't do it. D-Lo, you'll be my best man. D-Lo, D-Lo, D-Lo. The head swivel.
Apparently, D'Lo really appreciates Lio Rush's frog splash.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Yeah, they had like, oh, I like your frog splash. I like your frog splash too, dog.
Is this match? This match is actually for the belt, though, right?
This is for the belt, yeah.
Dude, I think Finn loses. He shouldn't, but I think he does. DQ, dusty finish.
Dude,
I mean,
it's
a handicap. There's not really. You could, but like, it's hard to get around that. I know it's really hard because they didn't really build up this match at all.
It was announced via WWE.com in one of their weird announcements. Same way that Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott was announced. So they obviously had the Raw side of it barely even now has their pay-per-view matches in line, but obviously the matches they care about are in chambers. So
this is true. This is very, very true. So I don't know. I feel like Finn winning here would be if Finn's going to do something, if we're going to have Finn get a big Mania moment, I got to see Finn winning the title at Mania.
Yeah.
I think you drag this out. You have Lashley become one of the most hated IC champs ever, which, by the way, it's working to perfection.
He bores me.
He doesn't bore me, really.
He bores me. Bobby Lashley's boring. Boring Lashley.
You tell that to his face next time we see him in an airport. Yeah.
I won't. I'll shake his hand and be like, I love you. I'll shake his hand and be like, just don't go back to TNA. You're much better off. Go to Bellator and kick with some real ass. Although he announced his MMA career is over.
Which is fine. He doesn't.
He's in his 40s, so.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to come back. But I think you drag this feud out a little bit longer, and you give Finn the moment. And not only do you give Finn the moment, you give Finn the opening match at Mania.
I mean,
IC title opening matches have been great for Mania.
I'm so through with this feud, and the thing is, Finn can still lose his title between winning it at Chamber and Mania to have his Mania moment, but Lashley doesn't do anything for me with the belt. I'm as Will said, I'm bored. Like, he's been a complete bust, and it's making me hate Leo as a performer as well, which is supposed to do, but in the same respect, now whenever he has a match, I don't want to watch it. So and then especially with how good of a match Finn had against Lesnar, I need to see Finn dripping in some gold, and
the only gold he's going to get right now is that IC title.
Yeah, which I'm fine with.
But I do think to spice up this feud, you do need the Kevin Owens show to come back. And I think
I would rather see Kevin Owens versus Lashley, because Lashley's the one that took him out. I think Kevin Owens needs a very strong babyface run. I think he can do it very, very well. I fucking love KO, but he's an amazing heel. But I want to see. I've never seen him as a face.
I've never seen KO as a face either. Or you could have,
He hasn't been a face his whole WWE run.
yeah. I mean,
He's just been cheered by the fans.
this is true. You could do this weird thing. It would fuck over KO, but you can end the Bobby Lashley streak and start the KO versus Finn Balor back and forth feud. You have KO come back, automatically get a
seven.
Yeah.
Best of 7. Then they become strange bedfellows. And then they win the tag titles and go on the longest run, beating the New Day, who weren't strange bedfellows. Is that what you're going for?
No, not at all.
Damn it! Maybe next year.
I was going for KO steals the IC championship away from Bobby Lashley in some weird ass way. Then you set up Finn winning against KO at Mania. It would make KO transitional champion, but you don't have KO disappear.
You don't have him come back. You don't have him come back and be a transitional champion. That's what Dean Ambrose is for.
Dude,
well, not anymore.
Okay. As much as I would love to see KO return to be in the IC title picture, I would prefer him to return and be the challenger to the Universal title after Seth wins.
Up top. Too many people up top right now.
I don't have
Seth.
I don't believe
Brock.
Drew McIntyre.
As
Braun.
McIntyre and Braun, I'm over, and it seems like WWE's pretty much over with them too.
They're still going to be around that Universal title scene.
Oh, post WrestleMania, once Brock goes away, Drew's going to get that main #1 heel spot back. But fun fact, guys, I think Lesnar's retaining at WrestleMania. That's just an unpopular opinion.
It's possible.
Well, remember, back in May, we're back in Saudi Arabia.
Doesn't mean that he can't be a special attraction,
right?
And not be the champion.
That's true. I mean, they could get the return match. That's true. But the main story around WrestleMania is Becky Lynch.
It's what it should be. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Because she's the only one getting time on Raw and SmackDown.
She's the only one getting a WrestleMania specific shirt this early.
Right. So
WrestleMania.
She is going to be the #1 moment. Do you want to have the transition of the Brock/Roman momentum happen on the mid card of WrestleMania, or do you want to save it and make it its main event of a big show in Saudi Arabia? The fans are not going to like it, but for business wise, it makes sense to me.
To have Brock lose, I mean, it does. It's hard. I mean, WrestleMania, you can break a lot of rules. You can have a lot of stuff happen on a Mania. And it still will have their own separate moments. This is where spacing comes into play. If you can space out that Universal title match at Mania as far away from that women's main event as you can, I feel like you're going to have both big moments happen and people won't care.
Right. But okay, so it is up to match placement. If you put that match 2.5, 3 hours into the 6-hour show, it's
Universal.
It's going to get lost in the shuffle unless you put it like last year. Okay. Think of it last year. Roman Brock was the main event. Where would you? Let's say if it was last year, you put Becky in the main event, the Roman spot. What match would you put Lesnar, Rollins on last year's WrestleMania?
If you put Becky in that main event,
you put Becky, Ronda, Charlotte in that main event where Brock and Roman was.
Then
where would you put it?
You put that Universal title where the Ronda debut was.
Okay. That's fair. The show stealer spot is like dead smack in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. But the problem is the Brock match is like 15 minutes max.
That's why it can be a good show stealer.
True.
You're not gonna make it a toilet match.
No, so it's not gonna be a toilet match. Well, when you guys were there at Orlando, when was the 5-minute match with Lesnar and Goldberg?
Was that right before Roman?
Either right before Roman or it was either right before or the second match before, but they were not spaced very far apart.
They were not spaced far apart from each other. But it was also kind of one of those things where you kind of knew Brock was winning and Goldberg was losing, and it was a 5-minute match.
Right. It was the best 5-minute match ever.
It was a great 5-minute match. Absolutely. So I don't know. You got to space it out, but I think you can have both moments happen, and it won't take away from the Mania. It might actually make the Mania better because you have a complete changing of the guard.
Yeah.
which is kind of what we want. Speaking of changing up a guard, what won't happen is Ruby Riott winning against Ronda Rousey for this Raw Women's Championship that nobody has ever cared about.
I think it might end in a dusty finish. I think we could get
Potentially.
maybe Becky showing up or
Charlotte,
something.
Charlotte showing up. Charlotte's going to be there.
Yeah. So, or who knows? Maybe Charlotte and Becky get involved. I don't know. I'm going crazy here, but
Fatal 4-way WrestleMania. Ruby Riott enters.
Backed by Linda McMahon.
Backed by Linda McMahon.
A McMahon at every corner.
Oh my God, Linda McMahon comes out as a Viking.
It's Ruby Riott, not freaking Sarah Logan, dick.
I know, but it'd be cool if they all came out as Vikings.
temporary tattoos.
I like Vikings.
Well, you like Sarah Logan.
I also like Sarah Logan. She's very attractive.
Since you met her in person, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a don't tell.
Yes. Why are you whispering it?
Don't tell Dave.
He knows.
I still to this day think you guys are the biggest assholes for doing that, but hey, I don't care. I'll be getting autographs left and right and being at Double Nothing while you guys just sitting on your asses. So
Actually, that's a lie. I'll be at a wedding, so.
I don't care. I just
Yeah.
whisper to the microphone.
when I meet Ric Flair and Sting, I'll be like, "Fuck
Yeah.
you, Will."
Hey, at WrestleCon,
Ric Flair touched me, so.
yeah. At WrestleCon, I'm gonna get a picture in his fucking robe.
That's true. The Ric Flair experience.
Right? For much cheaper. Oh, what's the next match? Oh yeah, Ruby Riott. Fuck.
Yeah.
Ruby Riott, Charlotte. I almost said Charlotte. Ronda Rousey.
I feel bad for Ruby here because she could be a Raw Women's Champion, but it's just
She will be. It's just
It's just not right
anytime
now.
soon.
Yeah.
She has everything to be the Raw Women's Champion. She can speak.
She's
can
up against
wrestle.
Asuka.
Yeah, but you don't want to bring somebody over randomly, like without.
Oh,
Yeah.
like they did with Ronda Rousey.
Hmm?
Like they did with Becky and Charlotte. They're both on SmackDown. Remember?
Well, no, Becky won.
Becky won the Rumble, and now
So
she
she can
is
choose
the de
whoever.
facto
Yeah,
winner of the
okay.
Rumble.
She did.
I
She did.
wouldn't mind
Becky
seeing
won.
Ruby
They
Riott.
did the same thing with Asuka
Last year.
leading up
So-
to 34.
So it's a precedent, yeah.
Right.
Um,
So it's probably well. Who's the biggest name on the women's roster other than Rousey, Charlotte, and Becky, and Asuka?
Nia, Bliss, Ember Moon.
Alexa Bliss,
Yeah.
Mella.
Yeah. Ruby Riott's pretty far down that list. I don't know.
No, I would say, if anything, I would love to see Ember Asuka for a title. But they haven't
Ember-
done anything with Ember. But then again, they didn't do
'Cause
anything
she's
with
injured.
Charlotte. So,
Ember's
Yeah,
injured
she's
right
not
now.
on TV.
oh, that's why I didn't know she was injured.
Yeah, she something happened to her arm. I'm not sure if she needed surgery or not, but
That
she's
sucks.
definitely injured.
Is that the same arm that she screwed up her shoulder in NXT?
I couldn't even tell you because I've read conflicting reports. All I know is that she's injured.
Yeah. Meltzer and Wade Keller aren't agreeing. Ah, my joke ruined by coughing.
Yeah.
I hope she makes Ruby Riott look good. And
I
just
hope
not like
so,
a complete
too.
squash, because Ruby Riott is one of those people who is just phenomenal. She's her promos are good, but I think she kind of forces it a little too much. Like when she speaks,
Sometimes.
like she's evil.
Well, the last promo she had is when Ronda like beat up the entire Riot Squad,
Yeah.
except for her.
Oh, and then when she went backstage, that was great.
Yeah, the gorilla promo.
because her friends needed her.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like I like Ruby Riott. I think she's really hot in person. Since didn't we meet her in New Orleans really quickly?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we saw her in the bar, and she was with
Swamp.
Aaliyah and Fabian Eichner
Oh my
and
God,
Oh, Leah.
Vanessa
Oh my
Bourne,
god.
and
Aaliyah,
she just
dear
wanted to like
Lord.
chill with everyone.
Yeah.
Fabian Eichner. Oh, such a shitty tipper.
What a bad tipper. A horrible tipper.
All
God, what
right, what's the next match?
Yeah, good luck to Ruby. I just hope Ruby looks good. Next match is a match that I didn't even know was going to be on the card. No DQ, Braun versus Baron Corbin.
Yay! Another reason to skip this pay-per-view.
Well, I don't. Braun wins, I guess. Fuck it. Let's just can we agree to move on from this,
Yes.
Dave?
Yep.
We're at 45 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. All right, all right. So now to the big main events of the night. Do you want to go with the women first, or do you want to go with the men?
I say
Women.
men first. I say men first because
This is the WWE Championship, Dave. It's more important. WWE won't tell you that, but I'm telling it for you. Women. Women. Iconics.
I haven't announced it yet.
aren't winning.
So, all right, we are going to go with the women. The Elimination Chamber Women's Tag Team Championship match. Probably the worst match you can pick to crown new tag team champions, because there are no tag team rules in this whatsoever.
No tagging.
No tagging at all. So you have the Boston Hug Connection starting out against
Naomi.
Naomi.
No.
Byron.
No, they're
Byron
starting
Desire.
off against Mandy and Sonia.
Fire and Desire. And then you have...
Will, you're so annoying with your whispering. Fuck off.
Mandy's toes.
Fucking gross. So you also have in this match Nia Jackson, Tamina, the Samoan Samoan Slaughterhouse. There we go. The Riot Squad, the Iconics, and then Carmella and Naomi. All right, so let's have some. Is it really called Glomella?
Carnomi.
Carnomi.
For a while I was thinking Baymella because Naomi's Bay, but
No,
I
but
think
Baymella's taken.
yeah, but so I definitely think Glomella, especially since on Tuesday they both had like the glowy stuff during the entrance.
Okay.
They should call it dead ass, dude.
You mean that split?
No, dead ass.
Yeah, dead ass.
That people on Twitter were asking whether it's fake or not.
Dave, would you know?
No, I don't have inside sources, man.
Are we talking about Naomi's or Carmella's?
Naomi's.
No, that's 100% real. You kidding me? It's in her jeans.
This is true. All right, so let's do the entry order. So we already know who the first two teams are. Who comes in first?
You mean first from the chamber?
Yeah.
Samoan Slaughterhouse.
I think they're last.
Oh, because they're the cleaners.
They're the cleaners, and they also they suck at wrestling. Who comes in next? Probably Mello and Naomi. No, I lied. It has to be a heel team to team up on Bailey and Sasha. Iconics, but they're not gonna be good at it because they're kind of,
But they're hysterical.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. They're hysterical heels, not really like diabolical heels. They don't come in and like team up on people. They come in and like be bad at wrestling.
It's not even that they're bad at wrestling. They've never gotten a chance to show off for talent. Peyton Royce is a great talent. If you ever watched her that triple threat of NXT Takeover San Antonio.
Oh, 100%.
She was great.
Yeah, so they come in.
Iconic. They're fucking hysterical. I want to meet them at Access if they show up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to wear earplugs though.
Oh, they'll be fine.
I hate voices.
So it's interesting because they made the Iconics look real strong at the end of SmackDown.
They were real smart. They got off the apron when they had the people in the ring going for the tag. Naomi had it out with Mandy, and then they go in for the attack afterwards. Like they played it very intelligent, but theory of opposite momentum, them looking strong at the end of that makes me think that they're not going to have a strong showing in the chamber.
See, finally my rules are rubbing off on Dave.
No, it's not even that they're rubbing off. Like it's.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't agree with them. In this case, I do agree.
I know, which is a shame because if anybody that's an actual team here that deserves the tag team titles, it would be the Iconics. More so than anybody else.
Yeah, because they've been together with their promo packages, 14 years? 14 years!
Something like that. They've been there, yeah, for ages and ages. And
Did
I
they
mean,
actually tag in Australia? I'm asking Dave because he would know.
I wouldn't know.
actually, Billy Kay started wrestling a year before Peyton Royce did.
Okay.
But they did go to the same high school together.
They did?
Yes.
They did go
That's-
to the same
that's
high school
cute.
together.
Wonder
Well,
what
they
the
did-
mascot was?
But they didn't like each other in high
The
school.
dingoes.
It's not dingoes, Jesus Christ.
The
But
ruse.
they didn't like each other in high school actually.
That's funny.
But they
Strange
would,
bedfellows!
but they would always see each other at like wrestling events. So that's how they kind of knew of each other.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
like
actually really funny.
they both like wrestling, but they would never talk to each other in high school.
I'm rooting for the Iconics. If
I
if
am
was
my,
gonna-
my heart wants to say the Iconics.
Yeah.
I know we're not winning.
No, they might be out first, unfortunately,
I
because someone
think-
has to.
I think Mandy and Sonya are going to be out first because Mandy's going to do something fucking stupid.
Naomi's gonna eliminate her
Yeah, absolutely.
because they come in second and then they go right after Mandy Rose and Sonya.
Yeah, so fuck the order. Who are the final two teams in this?
Naya and the other one, and Tamina, that's the one. Daughter of a Murderer and Hogan Boss Connection.
I think you have a Raw and a
Magic
SmackDown
on
team.
that.
I think Boss and Hug do go the limit, and they go up against the Iconics.
I think it's going to be the Boston
That would be
Hug
awesome.
connection against Glomella.
I want to
So-
see Bailey. I want to see Bailey do a belly to belly from the top of the chamber to Nia Jax.
Especially because Bailey, Sasha, Naomi, and Mella have all been women's champions. It would be a nice story to have it decided between former women's champions.
That would be interesting. But I mean, like I said, I want the Iconics to win, even though I know they're not going to. Because I want somebody new and fresh, and I want the Iconics to be built up into something, and them being the inaugural, women's tag champs, I think would do wonders for them.
But
You know what
also
would be-
keep in mind, heels are better in the chase.
Not all the
Ace is better
time.
in the chase. But it would be really awesome if they swerved us really hard, and this is where Sasha turned on Bailey.
Ooh.
And you have a big WrestleMania mid-card feud that they deserve.
Well, my penis can only get so much erect.
I know, right? 'Cause I think WrestleMania it's as good as it's going to be. It's really built around 1.5 matches.
So
It's so far correct. It's missing something. It's missing a good mid-card. It's missing
3/4 of the card.
some oomph. It's missing some good stuff. Some oomph. Some pump.
Some Hall of
Some big
Famers.
pump. Yeah,
some,
well, no.
some Hall of Famers too, yeah.
It's missing. It's missing something, and I would love. I don't want to see Sasha and Bailey as tag team champions. I think they're boring as fuck. And Sasha had that little swag at Royal Rumble, kind of turning into the boss again. I think her and Bailey would put on a hell of a match.
They
A show
would.
stealer
And
match.
it would
smack in the middle.
it would be great because I can hear
In
the
New
Corey Graves.
York,
Yeah.
where they did it last time.
in Brooklyn. Yeah, they would destroy.
Dude, Corey
Right?
Graves is
And,
going off on everyone on commentary. I told you so. I fucking told you so.
Yeah, that might be the match that Corey Graves curses on the announce table.
Yo, if he's still on the announce table by that time, because he's causing a lot of waves on Twitter with some of the shit he's saying.
Oh yeah. Corey Graves needs to really shut the fuck up on Twitter. He's
I
gonna
think-
get himself
I
a
think
lot
it
of
would make-
trouble.
I think it would make sense though, because I mean, we've been saying what I was saying. Why wasn't this why aren't they crowned at WrestleMania? Why aren't they crowning us at WrestleMania? Because maybe they have something better planned.
Maybe you know what it is, and this is a total Vince move, and this is a total WWE move. They know who we think are going to win,
Mhm.
so they might just fuck it up, just to have a swerve. But
But then again, last year,
might be
you
a
know,
perfect
Sasha
swerve,
eliminated
though.
Bailey,
yeah,
and they kind of hinting at it, and then they
But
blew each
this
other, and
might-
that was it.
This might be the perfect swerve.
I would love it.
This might be the perfect
The
swerve.
perfect
to happen.
swerve is Shane Strickland to WWE.
That'll
Neither here nor
give it
there.
6 months. That's 2 actually.
Yeah, that's two. I'm being
I'm
generous. today.
gonna say again, match placement, Ricky. This is like your new catchphrase. It all
Match
depends on
placement.
match placement. If this goes on last, swerve.
The master of match placement. Ooh, new nickname for me.
T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm the mom, the master of match placement.
King
The
Mom.
mom.
King
Mom.
Mom.
The mom,
Mom.
the mom.
Match
Um,
placement's 2 words.
yeah, I'm like I said, I want the Iconics, but I think Boss and Hug will win unless there is a swerve. But I'm gonna go with Boss and Hug if they're gonna actually not do a swerve.
Yeah,
Although,
I'm definitely going Boston Hug.
but you put the swerve in my mind, so I'm really banking on it. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Clever.
Yes. All right. Move along. The Elimination Chamber WWE Championship match, also known as the best promoted match on this entire card,
All right,
featuring.
guys. We talk about it every year. How's Kofi going to avoid elimination this time?
That's Royal Rumble.
It's an elimination chamber.
Yeah. That's,
You
you,
ruined a joke.
yeah. No. Sorry.
It will. It just wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. It's wasn't there today. You're a
Well,
little.
fuck you
No.
guys then. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss.
And this time
Yes.
you missed.
So we have Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles versus the newly added in Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe versus Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton, that son of a bitch who won
Dude,
on Tuesday.
what is their deal with having him sail across the fucking TV?
I bet
Like,
you Kevin Dunn thinks it's hysterical.
Because it is
Yo.
hysterical.
no, like, like, I think they finally caught on that there's like an RKO videos Instagram, and they just see how over the RKO is, and they're just like, don't have an ending to SmackDown, RKO.
They
But
cut that really quickly to like
yo,
the 10 o'clock hour.
it literally, like, you see him sail over and then shows his face black. But the biggest thing with this match is the unfortunate instance and the fact that Mustafa Ali, from the beating he got last week, got a concussion and had to be removed from this match because he's been making waves ever since he came to the main roster. He held his own with so many of who we could christen the new SmackDown 6, that, like, he shows he belongs, and now to have it taken away from him, it sucks. But to have a member, I had a feeling it was going to be a member of the New Day, but I love how in any time there's an instance of a New Day member being involved, Biggie and Xavier always give the nod to Kofi. And yo, what happened the last time we saw somebody run a gauntlet like that? We got Seth Rollins 2018.
Yeah, can we talk about this gauntlet match?
Yeah, go for
Everybody,
it.
everybody forgets how talented Kofi Kingston really is. You're talking about a person who's a multi-time tag team champion with different teams, a multiple time United States champion, a former intercontinental champion. He is
Just
one.
needs this for the
He
Grand
is
Slam.
he's one world heavyweight title away from becoming a Grand Slam champion. Kofi was putting on
11-year veteran.
yeah, Kofi was putting on classics. What was it? His Extreme Rules match against I forgot where it was, where he like stage dove out of the crowd.
Dude, he's put on classics like it's nobody's business. And then
He
he
never
had the
got the
feud.
opportunity.
He had the feud against Randy Orton. One of the shots was stiff. Randy Orton went off stupid. Kofi lost his push. And I mean, he never really got the full push back because anytime he's had a championship match, it's always one of those. He deserves it, but they're not going to put the title, like, too much momentum. But after that gauntlet, I I need him to get the championship, even as a transitional champion, just to be given that, like, thank you for what you've done. And I mean, after that gauntlet, it's feasible.
Think about this. Look at the people that he beat in the gauntlet. The first person he beat with a great Trouble in Paradise kick, which was sold beautifully. Daniel Bryan, the current champion. Then he went on to beat who is it? Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Then he beat
Samoa
Samoa Joe.
Then
Then,
AJ.
then AJ came and tapped him out. But even then, that sequence there where AJ is like, I don't want to fight you,
Yeah, and then
And
Kofi being like, "I've waited 11 years. Ring the bell." Like,
that's beautiful storytelling. Kofi just became the babyface of SmackDown Live.
yeah, and I mean, we've seen crazier things happen in the chamber. I'm talking about 2017. Bray Wyatt winning, taking the belts into Orlando.
Hitting Cena and AJ Styles on the same night.
Yeah, yeah. Like
It's hard because I wanna shock the world and I want Kofi to win this.
yeah.
Do I think it's going to be good for the long-term Mania booking? Absolutely not, but it would be nice to see a feel-good moment. But I don't know if they're going to give it to him.
That's why I was thinking maybe he wins at Chamber, loses at Fastlane.
He's not going to win. What are you, out of your mind? What are you, nuts? You think Kofi's going to win?
I mean, you have a lot of time in between. Kofi could drop and make him transitional.
No, there's no reason for it.
All right, so what was the reason for Zack Ryder winning at 32?
To drop it to Miz the next night.
And what happened?
No,
bring Maurice back.
He wanted
and then what happened? The Miz got skyrocketed to the stratosphere.
He wanted to give him his moment of thank you, and then to drop it to the Miz wasn't the number one thing. It wasn't too far behind, but it wasn't the number one thing.
If Kofi was going to win this match, he wouldn't have been a replacement to begin with.
Well, things change. Becky wasn't supposed to be the main event of WrestleMania.
Don't count on it.
Becky wasn't supposed to be the main event of WrestleMania.
That's true. It's 100% true.
Daniel Bryan wasn't supposed to be the main event of WrestleMania 30.
That's also true.
Things change, and you have to be able to adjust.
Kofi Kingston is a plus 1,600 underdog. Don't count on it.
Yeah, by your shitty Vegas odds. But also, something else to consider here. And something to think about, not even consider, just something to think about. Would they have done the same style of match if Mustafa was still there? Does Mustafa get that 60-minute Iron Man moment?
I don't.
Kofi?
That's a good question. That's a fair question. Maybe 30. I think Joe would have taken him out.
That would have made sense.
And then AJ takes out Joe, and then Randy takes out.
That would have made sense.
Yeah,
it's just something to consider because they've been so high on him. Like he's went up against Andrade, Mysterio, AJ, Samoa Joe, and all this stuff, and Daniel Bryan. Would it be interesting if they let Mustafa just, for all intents and purposes, run the gauntlet and go 60 minutes? It would have been great.
It would have been that feel-good moment, but I think it's almost an even better feel-good moment because
it was Kofi.
It's Kofi. Mustafa Ali's still a blossoming flower. Like he still has a bright future in front of him. Kofi, I'm not saying that he's on the tail end of his career, but Kofi's been giving it his all in WWE for 11 years. Yeah. Never wavering. And one of the top merchandise sellers now. What he's done with the New Day's been amazing. What he's done without the New Day's been amazing. Like he's just a phenomenal story.
Yeah, no, he really is, and hopefully something good happens. Maybe, I mean, if not giving him the win, make him be in the final 3 or 2. The big question is here: does Daniel Bryan retain?
I have no fucking idea. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess. It can go. It's him or Randy Orton.
What if they give it to Samoa Joe?
I don't want Daniel Bryan to hold the belt until Mania. So
wait, there's a brand new wood belt. Of course he's going to attain it.
Not necessarily.
They're going to want to sell it at WrestleMania. Of course he is.
No one's going to buy that piece of shit belt.
You'd be surprised. Wrestling fans are retarded.
Yo, no.
Don't talk about Dave like that.
Wrestling fans will make their own. Like, there's already been 5 people on TV who've made their own Daniel Bryan belts.
All right, my dream here is to have Kofi win, take the title, the hemp title, smoke it, and then he returns back to Jamaican Kofi. leading into WrestleMania.
That'd be hilarious.
I mean, I'm starting to think the Mania match is gonna be T-Bride versus Cena.
Ugh. Not
I'm okay with that.
I
don't want John in there.
I don't want Randy in there. I think they missed the boat on Samoa Joe. AJ, he recently finished the second of two very long, decently long reigns. And Jeff Hardy, I think Jeff Hardy's spot should have been Andrade.
You could also have Samoa Joe versus Jeff as well. Even way, I think Samoa Joe gets on that Mania card this year.
Oh, he better. He's got to do something.
Yeah. I think he definitely gets on that Mania card this year. But the question is, who, like, this match here will determine who is the champion going into WrestleMania. The most prestigious title in all of WWE. Fuck the Universal title.
I don't think so, because I think Daniel's dropping the title at Chamber to win it back at Fastlane.
That would be.
There's no point in that, though. That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
I think that's a waste of 3 weeks for Daniel Bryan to drop the title. I'd rather have him run it all the way through than to just win it again at Fastlane.
Yeah. Agreed.
No, I could theoretically see Daniel Bryan losing it and introducing another member of his Earth First faction, whatever the fuck it's called, to help him win it back at Fastlane. And that's why I think Harper is going to be the second addition to his faction. Harper was backstage this week. They just didn't use him.
Meltzer told him.
It's the Wyatt. So Daniel Bryan's gonna put together the Wyatt family, the family that he was only in for a week.
The Bryan family.
Oh my god.
No, fuck it. The Danielson family.
No, too much. I don't know. You can make an argument for almost everybody to win this title except for probably Jeff Hardy.
Sorry, MJ.
True.
He's gonna do a swanton off the top of the pod.
And he's gonna die.
Not into the ring, onto the padded steel on the side. He's gonna die, get pinned.
I could see him kind of monkey crawl like up some of the ceiling sections and then do like something he did in the TNA Asylum match.
Yeah, remember he debuted in TNA and he was sitting on top of the red cage with a head dodge. He's gonna do that.
That's the Asylum match. And that entrance song was bomb. And he had like the short hair. It was before he that was way before the Victory Road. I'm picking Daniel
Bryan. Most eliminations, AJ or Orton.
Samoa Joe.
But I think Samoa Joe is gonna be the same thing as Survivor Series. He kind of gets shafted again, unfortunately.
But by who? Because I think everybody in this match is getting something Mania-esque. It's just a matter of who eliminates who.
Yeah.
Hey, who knows? Maybe Jeff Hardy will get that winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royale.
Well, I see. Oh, I was gonna say I see Joe starting, but I also see Joe coming out into the pod first.
I see Joe being last.
I see Joe breaking out of the pod.
I don't think that fits Joe's character because Joe would be like, I'm just chilling.
Joe would be like sitting with a ham sandwich, being like, oh, I'm gonna wait.
He'll be sitting in a barber chair getting a shape up in the pod. Or who knows? Maybe he'll have some Girl Scout cookies with
fucking
him.
barber beefcake.
Yeah, right. I don't know. My dark horse here is Samoa Joe winning the title.
Okay.
And actually smoking it, because when I met him,
Samoa Joe would smoke it
as shit. And he is the one who said on Twitter about smoking the belt. So
all right, guys, bold prediction here. Remember the last time Kofi was supposed to be in Elimination Chamber? Remember what happened?
He got attacked.
You got attacked by Edge, and Edge is gonna come in and win that belt.
yeah, bold prediction.
Yep. All right, Ricky, are you ready for tweets?
Are we gonna crown it?
I didn't. Yeah, we gotta crown this first. Take it easy there.
So shit. 6.
I'm going low here because I think this card is only built around maybe 2 matches. There's only 2 real matches here I care about. Actually, 2.5 because the Usos and McMahon actually became interesting to me. So I'm gonna go 7.
6 1/3.
That's Dave's spot.
How do you
No.
split? How
What's
do you
half of a
split
third?
6 and a third and 6 and a third and 7? I'll go 6 and 5/8.
Oh, you
Perfect.
son of a bitch!
Love it. Love it. I usually veto him, but tonight I'm accepting. I love it. Ricky, what do you tweets?
Yeah, after this commercial break.
When we get back right into what is it, Tip of the Crown? Is that what it's called? Oh yeah, Tip of the Crown.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Fucking Christ!
You seriously think Kobe Kingston's gonna win this belt?
It's possible.
No, it's not.
I've seen crazy shit happen.
Black History Month.
It's
Black
not even popsicle.
Whoa, okay, no, this
it
is
is
a
Black
perfect
History Month.
point. This is a perfect point in time to, even if it's a transitional champion, give him it first like heavyweight champion in WWE who's African American. The Rock was half, so they still don't really consider it yet. And
No,
Like-
actually, Mark Henry.
He was in WWE though.
WWE.
No, Mark Henry won the world title.
Mark
The
Henry
Hall of
was
Fame.
world.
No.
Mark
Yeah, was
Henry
world heavyweight.
World heavyweight.
Yeah, but the world
And
heavyweight
that was a big
WWE
gold
title
belt.
got
That was a
brought-
big gold belt.
Right.
They're
No,
combined.
but what he's saying is though, there's no black man has ever held a WWE championship.
The Rock.
He's half.
He's half.
So is Barack Obama half white and half black and like? not
Yeah,
the-
but politics and
But is-
wrestling is a little
is Barack
different.
not the first African American president?
U.S. politics and WWE do not have the same logic.
Yes, they do because Linda McMahon's in it.
So is Donald Trump.
Boom.
Yeah, they're both. Donald Trump is a WWE Hall of Famer.
Oh, it's hilarious. I'm gonna go back and watch his Hall of Fame speech.
Oh God, really?
It's on the network. I watched, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
You
Fucking
love
go
the Hall
back.
of Fame.
Go back. I just started rewatching all of them. Go back to 2004 and watch Bobby Heenan's. It's unfucking believable.
Is it? But that's like
I-
he's like not in good shape during that.
He's in remission from his throat cancer, so his voice sounds weird and he looks funky.
Yeah.
But his speech, poor who's the guy who just died? The Hall of Famer Tito Santana? No,
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 Pedro
oh.
Morales.
Pedro Morales. He had to follow him up and he couldn't. It was impossible.
Yo, I went live when 29 was in MetLife. It was fun, but
Oh, I'm never going to a Hall of Fame. Yo, if The
Isn't-
Rock gets announced, wait, don't sell your tickets until like the full class is announced, or at least the
Well,
headliner.
I'm talking to potentially Ballet Club guy to sell tickets too.
Wait
So I
on it.
don't
Wait,
know.
wait until someone's revealed because you can get good money for him if it's a good name.
Yeah, no, we're definitely waiting on it because I haven't even thought about it yet. So
All right. I'm gonna
also,
bring it back.
what was I
I'm
going
gonna
to
bring it
say?
back.
Do you want to bring it
okay.
back?
No, go ahead.
I had something. Oh, isn't the Bobby Heenan thing when he has a speech? During his speech, he talks about how he misses Gorilla Monsoon.
That was the last thing he says.
He goes like, I wish Gorilla Monsoon was here.
He's like, there's only one thing missing, and that's Gorilla. He looks up to it and he says, thank you. And that's it.
Damn.
Although he completely roasts the WWF, the World Wildlife Foundation. He's like, there are plenty of
Nice.
animals in this federation. He goes, he's like, we got guys carrying snakes, we got dogs, we got junkyard dogs, and when you get down to it, we have a rattlesnake. When you get down to it, we have a weasel doing commentary with a gorilla. Dude, watch it. It's
Junkyard
fucking-
Dog is actually from Long Island.
Yeah, I'm telling you, watch it. It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna play the music. Where the fuck
All
is
right.
it? Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it?
Do you not know where it's at?
It's in here somewhere. Oh, here it is.
Ready?
that was so awkward.
Tell me when, Will.
Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's show some Valentine's Day love because it is Valentine's Day weekend. For our top 5 favorite tweets of the week, hashtag Tip of the Crown. My number 5 favorite tweet of the week comes from Golden Maharaja at KingNJ90 on Twitter, and he says, "Oh God, we make it Becky Lynch versus Stephanie McMahon before WrestleMania, won't we?" Which is also a possibility. And he goes on to say, "Just make it a cage match and have Nia Jax appear from under the ring already."
Like Big Show and have him throw
Honestly,
out Becky.
Honestly, that might be the only. That might be the only way Becky goes back into the match.
Oh no!
God, it's an actual. It could actually happen. Stupid. It's so good.
I'd rather see him fight Triple H.
Whatever. My number that could work too. My number 4 favorite tweet of the week comes from WWE Creative Humor at WWE Creative _is because they're really fucking funny. And they said, we might not know when Kevin Owens is returning, but we do know is that when he does, he'll have a bowling gimmick. He can't wait to pin his opponents.
That should be number 1, you bastard.
It's not number 1. You'll understand what's number 1 next. My number 3 favorite tweet of the week comes from WWE Critics at WWE Critics on Twitter, and they said that isn't snow behind Mustafa Ali. It's the salt from Becky Lynch fans.
Ooh, got him.
My number 2 favorite tweet of the week comes from Valkyrie member the Queen, the OG Queen, Danny Death Machine at Danny Nolan. And
Biased.
It's not biased at all. And she says in all caps, "Nobody used the meat tube on Daniel Bryan. What the fuck?"
That was really fucking awkward. Just coming to the ring with the fucking thing of meat.
Yeah,
I could have seen maybe like cutting it up into slices of like salami and throwing it, but like just having it, like the innuendo was just.
It's weird. Anywho, my number 1 favorite tweet of the week comes from Brandon Stroud at Mr. Brandon Stroud, and he says, "The Usos should now have to apologize for striking a McMahon, only to have their title shot taken away."
The dad joke was better.
No, it wasn't. This one had a sense of more realism too. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my top 5 favorite tweets of the week. Hashtag Tip of the Crown. If you want to be a part of this segment each and every week, use hashtag Tip of the Crown during Raw, SmackDown, NXT 205 Live. And if you actually decide to watch Elimination Chamber, use that as well. I'll probably be live streaming it or doing something for it on Sunday. Just make sure to catch our video section of Tip of the Ground on our YouTube page at KOTR _podcast on YouTube. Will, back to you, sir.
And for $1, you get it all early.
This is very true.
$1 here, you will get the show 2 nights right when we finish recording this. So let's get fucking to it. King of the night.
News and notes first.
What?
News and notes.
News and notes. Do we have any?
Okay. Well. As a go-home show,
here we go.
As a go-home show, we kind of didn't talk at all about it. But clink, top guys out. The Revival finally won the Raw Tag Team Championship.
In a fantastic match on Raw.
In a fantastic match. And today on Twitter, they posted a picture of the old school WWE World Tag Team Championship belts with the new logo on it. So I think we might get the old belts back.
Are you telling me the Revival are going to revive the tag team title?
No, that makes too much sense.
No, like literally after we finish recording this, I'll show you guys their Twitter.
No, screw that. I'm gonna look it up right now.
So yeah, look up. I think it was Dashes.
Say yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, keep talking, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord Almighty! Yes, please.
Yeah,
Will,
bring on. Yeah. Bring it back.
So okay, so we have that, and then I have to plug my show. I'm getting into it. We had a crazy week around the rings this week between New Japan's final New Beginning match, which there are still people watching. So
spoiler alert.
You'll have to catch my episode this week where I talk about the shit that happened at New Beginning and what it means leading to the Ring of Honor New Japan G1 special.
Yeah, that's a very weird swerve that they pulled.
We also had AEW sell out Double or Nothing. The pre-sale tickets sold out in 26 minutes. The general public sold out in 4. and we have 4 official matches announced. It's fucking crazy. I'm going to be there, and I will also be at StarCast. I'll be with Brother Rob and Cody Repass. So there will be a mini-series for Vegas, Double or Nothing, and StarCast.
Actually,
But
Dave, I don't know if you know this. Demon Diva is also going to be in Vegas as well.
I will have another friend, everyone. So there will be a miniseries for Double or Nothing and StarCast. Catch this week's episode of Around the Ring. Sorry, my Siri was talking back to me about New Beginnings. And don't forget, hashtag KOTR rewards, signed Asuka, and a signed Young Bucks picture. Use that hashtag, join our Patreon. Dusty Dave shirt coming.
We're going to have to start
out.
Don't give us the finger, bitch. We're gonna have to start pushing that KOTR rewards. Is that gonna be for Mania or is that gonna be for?
Oh no, that's gonna be at the end of
Fastlane.
The end of February, and then there's gonna be another one for Mania.
Okay, so we're really gonna have to start pushing that. My only news and notes is obviously rest in peace to the first ever WWE Triple Crown champion, Pedro Morales, Hall of Famer. Absolute amazing wrestler. But that's pretty much about it. And also congratulations to the top guys. Because I remember when Dave and I were at the Raw After Mania in Orlando, when they debuted and they had a lot of promise, and then it took them 2 injuries after injury after injury. It took them 2 years, and they finally, burial, and they finally got it. So hopefully this means more positive things for the Revival and for the tag team divisions as a whole. The one thing that we did not do for Elimination Chamber, are we going to have random people show up? Who are going to be our unannounced appearances?
Well, it's a big show.
Why?
And because Floyd Mayweather's going to be there, he's going to punch and break his nose, it's going to set up a huge match at WrestleMania, guys. We'll never believe what's going to happen.
No, fuck that. Bring Shaquille O'Neal so we can finally get the Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, Shaq and Big Show, yes.
Maybe Bray Wyatt shows up.
I would be fine with that.
Yeah.
Maybe Mary Glenn Jacobs shows up.
But my news and announcements, guys, I didn't do any videos this week for YouTube in case you haven't noticed. But I did, because I chose Wrestle Wars over it. I did all my recordings for Wrestle Wars. All of February is done. All of March is done. They are all scheduled for you $5 patrons. And let me tell you, WCW is fucking terrible. That is all I'm going to say. March of 1996 was not a good year, not a good month for WCW. I had to watch the Tower of Doom match.
Oh my! Wait, that's 3 cages, right?
4.
Oh man!
Yeah, dude, no, it's a clusterfuck, and we mentioned earlier in this show how WWE is kind of said there were matches happening without promotion. WCW does that on a daily basis or a monthly basis.
Well, does implies that they're still doing it. So did on a daily basis.
Yes, did. So yeah, $5 will get you all of that on our Patreon. So go to Patreon. Did I mention Patreon? And buy our shirts on Patreon. King of the Night.
Dude, you just sounded like Poppy that did that weird song for fucking NXT Take.
King of the Night goes to Patreon.
Yeah, right.
No, my King of the Night goes to the Revival.
Yeah, that match was insane. I agree. My King of the Night actually goes to surprise, Kofi Kingston. It was going to go to the Revival because they were one and they were new champs. But
yeah, but then Kofi did something.
Yeah, Kofi put on a performance that I'm not going to forget for a while.
I'm gonna actually do a screw you King of the Night, and that's Vince McMahon, because the fans are happy and then it's gone, and
and it's gone.
Yeah, in typical Vince McMahon fashion, the 60-day suspension that won't end until couple days after WrestleMania. It's literally like nail in the coffin what Vince McMahon does. And coupled with who will be replacing you, Charlotte Flair. So a bit. By the way, remember, we are the authority, everyone.
Yeah. That lasted long.
And with that was a great thing. That was one of the greatest thing I've done the show, Dave. Let's cue that music.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Say yeah.
We go hard all day, all night.
You're early.
Yeah.
We go hard all day, all night.
Something, yeah, we're ready to fight. Say yeah.
Gerald.
Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Ring podcast, episode number 135. Corporate Luke Harper.
Yes.
I swear to God, guys, it's coming. It's gonna happen, and he's gonna run for mayor of somewhere in South Carolina. It's gonna be terrific. So you can find us anywhere and everywhere podcasts can be found, and you can say yeah. KOTR _podcast, Twitter. Good jump this week. We're gonna try and get to 2,000 before WrestleMania. It's not gonna happen, but it can happen. Jason Thomas, ARASHUK. Don't follow me anywhere. I really don't care. Dave.
Oh, what a great episode. And all you fans, definitely do the Jeff Hardy dance better than Will Tarashuk.
So
KOTR _Dusty Dave from yours truly. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang. Okay,
Bang.
to my captain.
Yes, folks. King Ricky Rose, the Kings of the Rings podcast, your social media ambassador of KOTR _podcast, everywhere. Your general manager of Wrestle Addict Radio. So be sure to check out some of our other shows. Smash This podcast, Not Your Mama's Soap Opera, Gift the podcast, and the Fourth Wall WrestleCast as well. But you can find me personally on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and by God, I'm really pissed that Dave has more followers than me. Some people's DMs, less people's text messages. At Ambassador Biggs, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Elimination Chamber is coming up. Some of us might be doing a live stream for it. Will is probably not going to be doing anything much on Sunday because I plan on getting him hammered this weekend for his birthday. Happy birthday, Will Tarashuk. You're not going to remember it.
Open bar. I will have a couple drinks. And maybe I'll actually bring you those pants that I owe you from a year and a half.
Oh, that would be perfect.
You do owe me jeans. I am a 3230. Find out if Dave actually bought them next week, because we're the Kings!
We'll be recording that.
Of the Rings.
I'll wrap it up real nice.
And I'm pausing so Dave can't do his homework.
Oh, you're such an asshole. I'm trying to graduate and go to Double or Nothing and go to Europe. Fuck you. Sure. I don't think I can go to SummerSlam because I might be criminally inadmissible.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
I'm in the process of finding out now.
And we'll see you next week.
Fuck you, Slack.
Oh my God, dude! YouTube is so loud in my headphones. Like hearing you guys talk over YouTube on the lowest volume, it hurts my eardrum.
Okay, and I am stopping recording.
It's gonna get us right at about like the 60-70 minute mark with all of our banter in between.
Yeah, we're at it'll be about.
Mine stopped at 127. So
mine stopped at 127, and there's about 3 minutes, about 5 minutes for the ads. So it'll be about 122 ish, give or take. Plus the intro, 123.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Right where it usually is.
But yeah, how dope do those old school tag belts look, man?
Yo,
when I saw
it has the old logo though.
I pissed myself. No, it has it. It's just a WW, so it's a hybrid old school new school logo.
Oh no, it is the old logo because it's still the it's the scratched one. It's not the solid one.
That's the first thing I noticed. The first thing I looked for. It was probably replica belts he bought as a kid. Look at that leather. Looks like it's felt.
Who knows? I mean, maybe they will. That would be great if the revival revived the tag titles.
It would make too much sense, though.
WWE Logic says no. Oh man.
Simple.
Yay, homework. Oh, yo, Will, so you know how we had like that snow ice storm yesterday? Hofstra canceled classes by 12:45.
Yeah, what a horseshit excuse.
Dude, people in Hoboken, Hoboken declared a state of emergency the night before.
Serious?
Yeah,
For nothing.
I had to work at the bar, and I was like, I'm not gonna make any money due to this fucking snowstorm. I ended up walking out with $100.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Yo,
these seven school teachers who all had school off just came in for brunch and had a $300 tab.
Nice.
Oh wow. Ricky, I went out with Jen, her sister, and another friend in Babylon on Friday night. Bro, I hate going out in Babylon. It's
Why?
just such a because it's such a because I'm not gonna drive to Farmingdale to Uber to have to drive back. So like, it was just a bunch of Ubering, and like Jen almost got into a fight with someone. We almost got kicked
That's
out.
typical Jen.
Yeah, and then like I get home, and mind you, like it was the first time like I went out and had like 4 or 5 drinks. So like
How was that?
I'm still lightweight, and then I had work the next day. Like, oh, it was rough.
So wait, all right? So you know more than I do because I only texted Jen when I found out she's moving back to New York.
Ye-
Did everything go sour?
They just weren't making any progress,
That sucks.
and I mean also like to go from Long Island to move in with your boyfriend in Ohio.
Yeah, that blows.
Yeah, like so
That
she
blows.
was saying that she was gonna be getting a job offer around here this week or next. And like all of her friends are here because it literally was just her boyfriend.
She made no friends out there.
She worked all the time, so like
Touche.
they would
This
still
AOP,
go to
Jen?
like
No,
this is
no. Easy, no.
this is a completely different Jen.
Yeah, wait.
Thank God.
Before your time, Jen. This is a Jen that I went to high school with, but ended up becoming really good friends with Dave when she went to college.
Yeah, Lou. Yeah, we were actually talking about you for a while. All good stuff.
Oh, that's good. Well, I texted
Ricky,
Jen because I was
Ricky,
like, "Oh, Jen's coming back."
what's his name? Sam showed up at the bar the other day.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and I had he said hi to me, and I had no idea who he was.
Wow, dick.
Well, no, no. I
Wait,
realized that,
Charlotte, Sam?
Yeah.
Yo, I miss him.
like I realized it after like 20 minutes. 'Cause I thought about it, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Because I never actually met him.
Oh, okay. He's seen your pictures, probably.
Yeah, no, I saw his picture too.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh, he looked so familiar. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And I went up to him. I was like, oh, dude, what's like? I ended up going up to him a little later. I was like, oh, what's up, man? He's like, yeah, what's good?
Well, he's actually a lot skinnier now. He used to be a Division I football player. When I first met him, he played football at college at Towson.
His girlfriend's hot.
Oh, Charlotte.
Yeah,
Charlotte
she
was
is.
Yeah, met
Charlotte
her.
with the Hofstra.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alpha
she
Phi.
them.
Well, they live in Jersey. They live in like Jersey City or some shit now.
He lives in Open. She's in Union, I think.
Oh, he's supposed to be moving in with her. I believe that was the original plan.
I don't know. They were both at the bar though.
Yeah, Charlotte's the shit.
She's hot.
Charlotte, I set. Did they tell you about I set them up?
Yeah.
Yes. As long.
By the way, my episode is uploaded.
Cool.
It's
I'm
really
gonna
funny
download it.
because fucking every time I'm around and somebody asks them how they both met, I'm like, "You're welcome," and walk away. So wait, did they tell you
That's
the
really
actual story, or did they just tell you that I set them up?
They told me that they might. I don't remember. They told me that you set them up at school.
Well, here's what actually happened. I was working at the day program. So Tommy, who was doing your open bar,
Tommy
this
Pro.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tommy Profine was having his birthday party at Turtle Bay in New York City. And I was going with Charlotte, and because Charlotte was, becoming a teacher and doing all these teaching exams, so Charlotte hadn't been out in a while. So I was already going with Charlotte. Me and her were going to take the train in to Midtown for Tommy's birthday. The and I had told Sam about it because Sam and Tommy know each other. Because they Sam's been around a
Mhm.
lot. So I'm leaving work that day, and Sam calls me and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come for Tommy's birthday." I was like, "All right, cool, dope. You'll have a great time." And he's like, "Yo, I'll meet you there." And then he's like, "All right, I just really need to know, is there anybody that's off limits?" And I was like, "Good question." I was like, all right, obviously Bree because Tommy's dating Bree. I was like, there's this friend. I was like, we have a girl named Steph coming. She has a boyfriend, but I don't think she cares. And then I was like, oh, and I'm bringing my friend Charlotte. I think you'll like her. That's
No,
all I said.
That's funny.
and as the saying goes, the rest is history.
And the best part about it is Charlotte was smashed when she met him.
That's really funny.
Because I went to pick up Charlotte. I was like, Charlotte, I'm gonna come get you. She was living in Uniondale at the time.
Probably on
Uh,
Kernican.
no, she wasn't on Kern. She was by Green Grove and all that shit. I forgot the name of the street. So I go to pick up Charlotte, and she opens the door, and she's finishing a massive bottle of champagne that she took to the face. And I was like, "What the fuck is the matter with you?" She's like, "I just finished all my teaching exams." I was like, "Oh, okay. Way to waste all the alcohol." She pulls out another bottle from her jacket. She's like, "I got another one for the train." And I was like, "All right."
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh
You know, the
man.
story gets even better. So we're on the train, we're chugging. I go to sit down. All of a sudden, I look in front of me. It's five of my friends from high school, and we're all taking the train together.
That's funny.
And so my friend James, who I've known since like probably third grade, I'm like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, it's my birthday. I'm going into the city." I was like, "Oh my God, happy birthday!" And I was like, "James, what are you doing for your birthday?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "We were just gonna walk around and see what the fuck we get into." And I was like, "So you guys want to go to an open bar?" And they're like, "Yes." So all of a sudden we bust through Penn Station. We're like all shit faced, and we're rolling like 7 people deep, walking through Midtown to get to Tommy's open bar.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it was great
Yeah, dude, Saturday's gonna be rough. I just
for
know that
you.
it's gonna be rough.
So you're doing open bar from what time to what time?
I don't know. That's what I was gonna ask. What time do we? How's all this work?
Did you set it up with Tommy officially?
Well, yeah, I mean, I told him Saturday. He said $35 for well drinks and tap beer.
Yeah,
He said pay when we get there.
yeah. You need a minimum of usually 10 people.
Minimum
Uh,
10.
I will talk to Tommy, but you don't know this because I'm not supposed to tell anybody. But he's down in Philly right now because he just became an uncle.
Right, I
This
saw it on
afternoon.
Facebook.
Oh, he posted it already?
Yeah, I posted a picture.
Okay, he just became an uncle this afternoon, so I don't know if he's gonna be back.
Okay.
But I'll have to talk to him tomorrow because obviously he's with his family and they're all like going nuts about it and shit. So I'll talk to him tomorrow
Okay.
about it to see because if anything, I'll just do it. I'll take over the responsibilities and shit for him in
Okay.
his absence, pending if he doesn't make it back up here, which I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what he's gonna do.
Right. So
Did you hear the name of
it's
his?
gonna be me,
Mhm.
Waldo, Manny, probably
Probably
Roman,
.com.
.com, Stevens, Hansel, Bluto, Mac.
I'm not going to be doing open bar. I'm just going to
Yeah,
be coming to have a couple drinks.
that's 9.
You can find a 10 person.
I
Bring
mean,
Dobby.
I could.
Nate,
I
oh,
could.
Tom.
Okay, I
Dobby's
was
in
going to
Florida.
say.
Bring
Probably
Dobby.
Kevin. That's 11.
Bring
I
all
was
your
gonna
AOB
say.
people.
Yeah, maybe some of Kevin's friends. I'll tell them whoever the fuck they want. Maybe. Oh, I texted all Jack didn't answer.
Yeah, because I was gonna say if you didn't have enough for 10, I would sign up just so I could help you and have a couple drinks from that. But
Yeah. Oh, and Chief.
Nice.
So okay,
Master
I have 10.
Chief,
Yeah, I think they might need names, but like I said, I'll talk to Tommy. I haven't run the open bar list in a while.
Okay.
Ricky's graduated from that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I guess I gotta get all the details and everything.
yeah, well, I mean, you don't have much time.
Yeah, it's like three days from now.
Less than 3 days. So.
No, Thursday.
Oh, you're
Friday,
lucky. This is the week. This is the weekend that my GoPro's coming out too. So, well, you're gonna be on GoPro camera.
Don't you
Oh
dare.
God.
I gotta get some Patreon footage of Will Tarashuk hammered.
Don't you dare.
That would be absolutely great.
Anyway, guys.
What's the date of Ricochet?
March 16th,
16th.
The day before Patty's Day.
which is on a Sunday.
What a terrible day for St. Patty's Day.
Well, it's fine. I don't even care for St. Patrick's Day because Irish Day is that following week in Rockville Center.
Yeah.
Irish Day is a monster. Dude, like an absolute monster. Are you watching? Who's watching South Park?
I am.
Wow.
I turned it on and I'm gonna load up all my homework. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna head out, guys.
All right, later, man.
Deuces.
Later, Dave.
Check. Oh shit! That's what I was supposed to do when I was on MediaFire. It's like, I was like, why am I on the internet? MediaFire, damn it.
You know, I was gonna text Tommy tomorrow and be like, yo, do I need a name list? Like, what do I need to do for this?
I'll text him tomorrow. At some point, I should have a little bit more free time than what I did today. I also left work late because I showed up to work at 9:45. But that's what I love about my job because my job literally does not give a fuck. It also pays to be salaried, by the way.
I know, I'm aware.
Although no room for overtime, which blows.
Yeah, that also blows.
Yeah, but I have some pretty dope benefits. Got my teeth fixed for under $200 this past weekend.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I had 3 cavities to fill. And he was like, yeah, we can just do it right now. I was like, all right. Showed up late to that appointment, too.
I haven't been to the dentist since I was 18.
Dude, you should go.
I hate the dentist.
Why?
I just hate it.
A lot of people do. Just get sedated. Go do like sedation dentistry.
No, I don't hate the dentist. I'm not like afraid of the dentist. I just hate going.
No, you got to go to a fun dentist. Like my dentist shop is pretty dope. Like we're fucking in all of the rooms. There's fucking a Roku, so I can literally just watch whatever I want while they work on my teeth.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's fucking great. And pick whatever I want. And that and my dental hygienist is like fucking amazing. Have I ever told you that story?
No.
It'll come up in probably one of my one of my podcasts for Tales of an Epic Nature. By the way, I'm getting positive reviews.
That's good.
A couple of my friends from college were like, "Yo, I listen to your things, real good shit." One of my friends at like 4 a.m, she messaged me on Instagram just like, "Good shit," and I was like, "What the fuck?
What do I do? What do I do? Tell me."
I was like, "Aren't you fucking sleeping?"
She didn't call and ask if you were okay?
No, no, it's because she knows me.
Yeah.
That's why. Oh, because you heard the first episode and you were like a second away from calling me and asking me if I was all right.
That's like the first 3 or something.
No, it wasn't the first episode where you were just like, "Oh fuck!" When I gave you the pilot.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is real. Do you have more stuff coming?
I do. I need to record this weekend because
Okay.
you know what happened? Fucking. You know your video's off, by the way, right?
No. What did that happen? Oh,
I
it
don't know.
paused.
Yeah. I don't want to fucking share screen. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. So these things weren't working on my recorder.
Workbenches?
Yeah, because I was gonna connect it to my recorder, but it wasn't working. It wasn't working with the lavalier mics.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there's a line.
Oh,
There's
what?
a line.
I can blur my background?
Oh shit, that's kind of dope.
That's cool. That is cool as shit. Ooh. Oh, blurry.
Now you look like Mandy Rose.
Andy. Anytime Dave tells me to stop doing something, I just do it more.
So we have like these weren't connecting, which is a pain in the ass. But there's a line, but I have two lavalier mics, so I just had to buy like a Y splitter.
Oh, yeah, I have a splitter.
Yeah, so I bought a Y splitter so now I can record because I was gonna record this weekend with one of my good friends who was up here visiting from Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
but we couldn't do it because my quarter wrenches weren't working. I was pissed.
What do you record on?
I'll show you in a second.
Is it a handy Zoom recorder?
No, it's not. It's actually a legit recorder. I bought it when I was in grad school because I had to record my therapy sessions,
Uh-huh.
and I bought it for like $80. It's a Sanjian. It's this.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Legit.
legit. It's, you know how legit it is. Look on the back. I can fucking hack it to a phone line if I wanted to.
That's hilarious. How much was it?
I bought it for like 80.
Yeah, because Jared's gonna need one. When he
They're
goes,
pretty top of the line.
I mean,
So look,
because where do the lavs go into?
I was gonna put the lob because the lob is literally just like a generic like one of these headphone jacks. So I bought the quarter wrenches to put in some mic, the left and right mics.
Okay.
But when I did that and they connected, I wasn't getting sound. So I put one of the lav mics. I wasn't getting a read. So when I put the lav mics in the back into the line, I was getting a sound. So I was like, okay, I'll just buy a fucking Y splitter. So I'll do it that way.
Was it dirt cheap too?
Hmm?
Was it dirt cheap too?
Yeah, it was like $6.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but I didn't recognize this until freaking Saturday night, like right before I was gonna record with him. So I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "Amazon Prime's not gonna get this until Monday," and he had a flight. He was leaving on a flight back to Georgia on Sunday. So I was like, "It's a wash." I'll even.
You know you have like a media player on your posts, right?
Yes,
But you hit play and nothing happens.
that happens on Rant's site too. I don't know why.
It's annoying. There's something about the website I just don't like. I don't know what it is.
What?
Or the ambiguous website?
Is it too ambiguous for you?
No, it doesn't. I don't think it looks that great.
It is what it is. But yeah, see this one. If you want to actually get one, like there's a slot for a micro USB.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as long as it can put in two lav mics, what the
Yep.
fuck it is.
I would say buy a Y splitter for your lav mics. I don't know where the power cord is. You can see batteries, or it also has an AC adapter.
Mm.
But I lost it years ago.
As one does.
Yeah. So. But it takes 4 AA's. So it works rather well. And that's about it. Anywho. Speaking of which, I'm actually got to make sure because I didn't even look at this Y splitter. I'm gonna start heading out, so say goodbye to all of our Patreon members. Bye, Patreon members.
Oh, we're still on with Patreon members?
Yeah, we're still on with the Patreon members,
Oh.
but I'm gonna head out because I need to finish this writing for my actual ambiguous blog.
Yeah, I gotta finish watching Edge and Christian.
Oh, I missed the one last week. I heard the one last week was hysterical.
It was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I only watch these things for the Chump Stain Challenge. I think it's the funniest thing ever.
You know what we need?
The Chump Stain Challenge?
Yeah, we need like Kate Murphy, since she's like the only one accessible. Maybe Nikki to do a chump stain challenge with us. Like one of them would have to be the host.
Yeah, of course. It'd be amazing. Like, we need to do this. I love the Trump State Challenge. I think it's hilarious.
It is. We need to have someone do it. That's what could be part of the Rand Gala.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
But I'll have to talk about that when Rand and everything. Anywho, later Patreon members. I'm leaving.